Hey everyone, Crypto Cafe here. Hope you guys are having a wicked week so far. I'm going to tell you about a gem that I really love. I've discussed this in one of my previous videos months ago, and I actually didn't realise that I discussed it in a video where I was talking about Arweave as a really good gem. That's a really great gem also. So I discussed this one, and at the time it was really cheap. I think it was like $10 or something, but it's a lot more expensive now. It's $265, but it's still great value for money because this gem is such a great gem with what they achieve, what they're gonna achieve, and we're still very early. Okay, before I say too much about this gem, just to let you know, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I tell you, please do your own research. You can also join my Patreon group, you can join my Telegram group, and you can message me on any different social media platform to talk about crypto. So all that good stuff. Okay, let's just jump straight into it. The gem I'm talking about is Metis Token, and Metis Token has come such a long way. I remembered initially seeing this gem months ago, and talking about it in one of my old videos and just mentioning it and saying blah de blah, and like it looks really good, but the stuff they've achieved in that time, like literally, is even above and beyond. And a lot of people, it gets a lot of comparison to Matic, even though it's slightly different from Matic. The tech is different from Matic, but what it's doing with making ETH blockchain more scalable, it is doing that, and the whole layer 2, but we'll go into a lot of detail in a second. Okay, so Metis token is currently $265 right about now, market cap of over 500 million, and this gem you can get in so many different places. As you can see, all-time low was in May where it was $3.45, and all-time high was a few days ago when it went to $323. Okay, cool. So this gem is available in a few different places, such as Uniswap, such as NetSwap. I believe you can also get on PancakeSwap, even though it's not showing it. It used to be on PancakeSwap, but I mean, don't know if that's changed, but it used to be on PancakeSwap. 100% sure about that, but that's fine. Let's move on. Okay, let's talk about Metis. Metis is a super great gem. It has so much potential, and if I'm being honest, potential price, like you're looking at it 265 and thinking, oh, okay, like it's moved so much. Of course, it's moved so much already, but potential price, this could be like $6,000, $7,000. So it's still like 25x. From where it is now. It's still so early. It's like literally getting in really early still. But let's talk about this gem. Okay, so with Metis, Ethereum layer 2 roll-up platform, dApps, DAOs, NFTs, people, Web3 economy. So basically what they focus on low gas fee, fast transactions. When I say their transactions are fast, their transactions are super duper fast. Native storage, high security. Simple implementation, all on Ethereum and all decentralized, and this is only with Metis. Okay, so basically making ETH blockchain more scalable. Okay, with Metis, it was founded in 2019, so relative I struggled with that, relatively recently-ish. Okay, and they work on solving many different problems. As mentioned before, they work on very low gas fees, fast transactions. Like their transactions are super fast. When you speak to anyone that has done transactions with them, they always talk about how super duper fast it is. So it's solving these 6 big challenges. Okay, it's so funny. I actually remember speaking about this previously in a video a long time ago. Now I'm getting flashbacks. Okay, so basically they work on the whole speed, the whole storage, the whole scalability, security, making things simple, and transaction costs being low. And this is a difference when you look at Metis layer 2, and then say you're looking at Ethereum alone layer 1. You see transaction costs for Ethereum are high. Let's not lie about it. We all know it's high. Everyone talks about how high it is. But what Metis is trying to do, their transaction fees are low. Transaction speed on Ethereum layer 1 is a lot slower compared to Metis, for example, where it's super duper fast. Functionality to an extent where Ethereum layer 1 can be somewhat limited, whereas with Metis layer 2 it's going to be super rich, it's going to have variation, and usability needs to be super duper easy, and that is what Metis is doing. It's making it super easy for anyone, so it's super duper very uncomplicated, whereas in comparison to Ethereum, where it can be somewhat difficult. Okay, so they're working on all these things: affordable storage, they're making that native, and scalability super duper effective. Okay, so they've taken all of this into account. You know, whenever you're thinking about a gem and you're thinking of getting into a gem, you're thinking, why would this gem do well? You have to think of certain things that it's trying to solve, and that is where Metis comes in. They are trying to solve some of Ethereum challenges. We always talk about different Ethereum challenges that people go through, and that's what they're trying to solve, in a sense that they are trying to make the blockchain, basically ETH blockchain, more scalable. So what they're working on for developers, for example, too much complexity to manage deployments, permissions, external storage. They want to make it less complex. They want to make it more for everyone. So a lot of people talk about experiencing high gas fees and slow waiting times. They want it to be fast. They want it to be not difficult. They want it to be low gas fees. They don't want people to be spending very, very high gas fees. So you can find use cases, okay? And they talk into detail all the things they're trying to work on. And this is some of the things that you should be thinking about when you are getting into a gem. You're thinking of what they want to solve. You're thinking of the team behind it. And you're thinking of like why it would do well. And they tell you all the problems they are trying to solve, okay? So find your use case in the near future. Anyone, anywhere can thrive in a decentralized economy with Metis. And that's where they've got the DAO. So they really, really care about the community, people's opinions, people giving their views on stuff. They've got the dApps, they've got DeFi, NFT minting, freelance businesses. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about businesses in a second. Community economy, volunteer projects, developers, and we'll talk about that in a little bit of detail in a bit, because they're doing something really, really exciting. And what Metis is doing, they got a $100 million ecosystem fund, and basically it's called Genesee, and it's going to support projects, basically. So new projects that are coming out, they are going to support projects, and what they're going to do is they're going to pay devs to build on Metis, which is super duper exciting. Okay, so over here you can see they talk about their vision. Their vision is to accelerate the transition of people to blockchain for open, fair and decentralized business on Web 3.0. Their mission is to create an easy use technical organizational platform, making blockchain accessible to everyone, as we mentioned before, empowering both personal and professional lives. And business, Metis is the decentralized economy platform to start, run and grow any decentralized app, business and community on the blockchain with ease and scalability. As mentioned before, what they are doing with Genesee, they have got the $100 million ecosystem fund, and basically it supports projects. So as mentioned before, devs will be getting paid to build on Metis, which is super duper duper exciting. If you want to find out more about Metis, I'm going to leave this website here anyway, because as you can see, they've got FAQs. It's Metis integratable to your existing website, and they talk about that, and they talk about it being compatible with Ethereum, EVM, layer 2 solution. So I will leave this website over here so you guys can find out more. Let's talk about the team. They have a very, very strong team with so much experience. So I want to talk about the team in a second. So if you guys get a chance, definitely have a look at the team. I just want to mention one of the team members, Vitalik's mother, so mother of Ethereum basically, and she's the ecosystem deck manager, which I think is really, really exciting. If you get someone like her on the team, that is definitely another reason to be super duper duper bullish, because you can imagine the knowledge she must have. And all that good stuff. Okay, so we'll talk about the team in a second, because what they do is with the team, you can actually just see their LinkedIn page, just see that all of them have so much experience. Okay, let's go on to this useful Medium article. I'm not going to stay on this Medium article for too long, but it does have some useful information, because a lot of people are super duper interested in farming and staking. With Metis DAOs, we know it's layer 2 protocol to run decentralized business. With Metis, what they do is you can really get 2,000, I can never say big numbers, 29,000% from staking. So they talk about the staking, and the staking has gone live already. Also, they also are going to have they also have farming. So I know a lot of people have been talking about the farming that they have, so we'll talk about that another time. But what Metis with Metis is basically more decentralized. Okay, I know it's a big statement. It's more decentralized, and I'll give you an example. So everyone knows about Solana and Arbitrum. Recently Arbitrum and Solana have gone down a few times. It's possible, like, it's not saying no one's like above ever going down, but when you look at something like Ethereum's never gone down before, never, which is, I think, is massive. But what Metis is doing is trying to solve loads of different solutions, and we mentioned many of those already, such as the fact that they are trying to be a lot cheaper, a lot quicker. They're thinking about the transaction cost, they're thinking about the speed, they're thinking about the functionality, they're thinking about usability, affordable storage, scalability. With Solana going down and with Arbitrum going down before, we're not saying it's impossible to go down, because not quite a while ago that had never really happened to them going down, but it's obviously so many people are using it and so many other reasons. But they're taking into account that the fact that hopefully they won't go down. Never say never, like, everyone's human and things happen, but yeah, they're taking that into account. And if you you take into consideration the fact that Ethereum's never gone down, I think Metis is trying to follow in that footsteps, and they've taken a lot of things into consideration. This is a useful blog article that I'm going to leave the link to, so you guys can have a read when you get a chance. It's super duper interesting, the Ethereum Foundation blog, and it's very interesting, so it's definitely a good one to have a look at. Okay, so let's look at the team. As mentioned before, they have a very experienced team. This is Vitalik's mum, so mother of Ethereum, Natalia Ameline, and she is the Genocide DAC manager. As mentioned before, she's the ecosystem deck manager for Metis, which is great. Imagine having her on a team. You can imagine it makes people even super bullish. But we can see the co-founder over here, Elena. We can see Kevin over there, co-founder. And you can see Yuan. They leave then full names, full transparency, full information on team. So if you guys ever want to go to LinkedIn and check out the team, you can check out the team and find out their experiences. They're all a super duper experienced team. Okay, so it's really great. Also, there's a white paper over here, so if you guys want to read into the white paper, you can find out a lot of information. I'll leave the link for that. So if you guys have time and you want to go into detail, you can definitely read through the white paper, where it gives you so much information. It talks about the vision, talks about the DAC charter, it talks about MVM layer 2, it talks about some of the special features, it talks about all the things they've got coming in place. A lot of people are talking about Metis, because Metis is one that can make major movements. Okay, we're thinking, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I tell you, please do your own research. But based on the price that Metis is on now, as mentioned before, this was covered in a video when I think it was like $10, but it has moved a long way. But it has potential, based on the amount that it's at now, it has potential to go to like $6,000, $7,000 or more. So you getting in now, you are still getting in at a major good time. So don't miss out on a gem like this. But of course, do your own research. They have a active Telegram group. As you can see, the Telegram group's got over 34,000 people, and you can also follow them on Twitter and other social networks. I'll leave all the links to the socials, as you can see, they're right here. So if you wanted to follow them on Twitter, here's their Twitter account. They got just over 91,000 people on their Twitter account, and they post quite regularly. Like you see, they posted just not a second ago, 14 hours ago. Can we interest you in a new, easy to use cross-chain gasless marketplace on Andromeda? We go live on the Metis layer 2 network very soon. So I'm going to leave you a bit more information about that. As you can see, experience cross-chain NFTs, and you can see we've got Solana there, we've got Metis there, BSC, Algo, Algorand, Matic, etc. And they posted 7 hours ago. Thrilled to invite you to another exclusive Metis partner AMA. So they did an AMA about 7 hours ago. Oh no, the AMA is actually, what day is it today? It was 19th. So the AMA is actually taking place now. At 1 o'clock. So yeah. So you can see they're very active with the community. They post regularly, and there's so much information. As mentioned before, they are doing farming also. A lot of people have been speaking about the farming, and they're doing it also to take part in farming. So you can farm also, and they've got so many great things coming up. But definitely stay tuned. Just on their Twitter right now, Bitmart is launching Metis Token trading competition. and that's on Bitmark. They posted that yesterday. And look, it's Tutorial Tuesday. Metis DAO is another Ethereum layer 2 roll-up platform, and it's gaining a lot of attraction. So they're actually doing tutorials over here, so you can watch the tutorials, which is useful. I'll be watching that myself, and that was posted a few days ago. And this is when I was talking about the farming. You could do farming on Tethys Finance. I know many of you are aware of Tethys Finance, and you could do farming and you can provide liquidity. So all the information is over here. I'll also try and leave the link. I'll leave the link to that also in the video. So guys, I know I've overwhelmed you with quite a lot of information. There's still so much information. I'm gonna leave this Medium article also, because Metis to launch and Andromedia, like all this kind of stuff here, you can read up on it. I'll leave all the links, because there's so much more information, even more information than what I covered. Try to cover all the important facts and everything, but there's so much information, so I will leave all the links for all of this. Hope this video was useful, guys. Wish you a great day. If you haven't already, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and hope to see you soon. Bye.